Welcome back to the Next Play podcast. I'm Alec White, joined by my co-hosts Jared Groff, Ryan Ingram, Connor Harkins, Boss Salah, and Peter Fago. Welcome back, gents.
The gangway.
Connor's first in-person podcast.
Yeah, ready to go.
How you liking Cali?
I love it. Been here for like 3 weeks, so excited to keep having fun.
Very good. Very good.
A lot of good times out here.
All right, man.
Doing fun things.
Yeah, just a lot of fun things.
All right, let's get right into the sports then. NBA. NBA finals are on right now. I know the Celtics fans don't want to talk about the Eastern Conference Finals, so we'll...
Now we
Tyler
can.
Hero.
I
Pete
don't
wants to
care.
talk about
Pete, I know Pete wants to talk about it, yeah.
We just had some freezing cold takes from these guys. A couple weeks ago, they said season 6. Jared might have said season 5. I'm not sure. Tyler Hero drops 37 on him. He'd take it in 6. So I just like to give me and Spice a shout out for picking the Heat. But yeah,
Celtics fans, any comments?
Congrats. You did well, Pete. You did well.
Yeah, congrats to Pete as well.
Now it's looking like a kind of brutal finals for the Heat, though. Dragic is out for the season, I think. Bam has been doubtful the last 2 games.
It's 2-1.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I thought they were going to get swept, and Jimmy Butler was not having it. So, I mean, do you think that was a one-time flash in the pan, or do you think the Heat actually
What does flash in the pan mean?
means like a one-hit wonder type thing?
Right, pick the step up.
Okay.
It's like was it fluky, or do you think
Fluke.
fluke?
Yeah, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
I like that from you, Ryan.
Nah, Jimmy Butler is the best player in the series right now.
Yeah. So, what's your prediction?
Scandalous.
It's a horrendous take.
I think this game 4 is going to
Wrong.
decide it. Whoever wins game 4 is going to win the finals, obviously. It's going to be tough for the Heat to come back from 3-1, but if they even up the series, I'm confident in saying that the Heat will win the finals.
I want him to see 2-2.
And especially, did you guys see LeBron walking off the court?
Early, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
Not OKG
That's
right
not
there.
championship basketball right there. It's not.
So,
Try to get a little closer to the mic, Jared, when you talk.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I'd say that the Lakers probably have it in 5, though. Lakers in 5.
Lakers 5. Right side of the table.
Lakers in 5. LeBron and AD about to smite them.
Heat in 7. Shout out to No Limit Hero.
to the people that doubted him, too.
Yes, sir.
No, I think that he can steal one more game, but I'm Lakers in 6. Like, without Bam. If Bam comes back, I might let him make it 7, but I think Lakers still got
I need
this.
to see something different from Vogel this game. Because last game
Vogel
he wasn't coaching well.
Vogel's awful.
I don't think it's that bad. It's a tough
It was
team.
bad
Tough
last
team to
game.
coach, dude. Very tough team to coach.
It was bad last
LeBron
game.
and AD is a tough team to coach.
Yes, it is. A lot of star power, and the rest of the guys kind of suck. so
David
it's a weird
Blatt
team.
brought LeBron to the finals. It's not a tough team to coach.
Yeah, I
David
don't think
Black got
you
fired.
don't have to do
Got
much.
fired. They
You
don't
don't
need
have
to
to
get
do much
fired.
with this team.
Look, the stakes are very high. If you lose the finals, you're done. You're out.
It's a high level
It's a
coaching
lot
matchup.
of- it's a lot of,
Spo is formidable.
And they got Pat Riley at the helm, too.
Yeah.
What is that?
Pulling strings. He's been here before. He's been down in series.
He's a GM, bro.
Yeah, I mean he's
Yeah,
a team though. That is the Heat team is Pat Riley.
I mean, no, it's not. He doesn't play. He just sits there and watches with the back
Yeah,
of
he
his
just
mask.
builds them year in year out.
He has been wearing the mask upside down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's all right. Pat's good. Pat's a good guy.
Better than Ainge.
Nice guy.
I think we have to say that. We have to.
He is.
The pedigree. Look at the resume.
Thought, Jared?
I'd much rather have Danny Ainge run my team than Pat Riley. I mean, if you put Danny Ainge in Miami, you get a little more to work with. You're not like bringing LeBron and D Wade to Boston, but Danny Ainge just makes our team good year in year
What
out.
did Pat Riley? I mean, you had more star power on your team this year.
Yeah.
What 4 All Stars you had, and you couldn't do anything
We
with
didn't
them.
have 4 All-Stars, but we had a good team. I thought our team was better. We just, got outplayed 6 games. We blew 2 10-point leads in the fourth quarter. Can't do that if you want to beat good teams. So it's that simple. That's why I lost.
Brad Stevens got Spoelstra definitely showed him who was boss there.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, he got
Got
outcoached.
outcoached.
They got outplayed. That's why they lost in the series.
Young team. Our best players.
Shout out to them boys in South Beach, man. they're doing something this year. That's
But you
impressive.
guys all said Lakers in 5 now. Give them no respect.
Nah, that's respect. They made it to the finals, but come on.
I'd rather they get blown out, honestly, to make me not as mad about us losing. But I don't know. I didn't like what I saw from the Lakers last game. I still have Lakers in 5, but did
Bad
not like what I
culture.
saw from them.
No culture.
I mean, I feel like we've done that like every series though. Like people were saying after, or few people were saying it, but people were saying it after Portland took game 1. They're like, oh, the Lakers bad. You know, they look
No
really.
one said that.
Charles Barkley said that.
That's
And
Never
others-
listen to
Charles
Chuck.
Barkley's,
Never listen to Chuck's analysis.
I said few people, but that's me. And then they
Few
lost the
people
first
like
game
Chuck.
to
I mean, look, they can definitely win in 5. No one's saying that the Lakers can't win.
right.
Just saying, don't like what I'm seeing from those guys right now. Don't like what I'm seeing from them. I hope they. I mean, I hope they close it out better. I hope LeBron plays well. I hope he does.
I think if Solomon Hill visits the NBA bubble barber, it's gonna be scary.
Solomon Hill.
Solomon Hill is giving us solid minutes all playoffs.
He's so bad.
His name's getting dragged through the dirt because the man didn't get it cut.
He's awful.
Solid minutes. Shout out to Miami, bro. Actually, that's
Oh, yeah.
impressive. They're doing something that's impressive.
So I mean, I know you joked that Jimmy Butler was the best player in the series, but what are like the
That
top?
wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke.
Okay, so
He's the best player in the series.
Best
right
player in the
now.
series. Okay, what are the top 5 players in the series?
5. There's only like fucking 10 of
That's
them in
what
the
I
series.
Well, top
This
three,
is
top
this
three,
is gonna
top
get
three.
blasphemous. This is gonna get very blasphemous.
Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, LeBron. I'm talking right now. Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, LeBron.
I said 3.
If Bam was healthy, I would pick Bam 4. Since he's not, it gets actually a lot
Yeah,
worse.
sorry, go healthy. Like before, like
Dude,
looking at
Hughes.
the.
Bam,
Healthy Hughes.
Kuzma, get I don't care.
Rondo,
Are we allowed
playoff
to swear?
Rondo. Playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo.
No.
Is the camera recording?
The rest of the rosters are kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Like trying to think through 4th and 5th
It
best
would
players.
be Goran. I'd say Goran.
Kelly O.
Kelly O. Kelly
Heroes over him. I just want to
Nah,
hear
Hero's
Jared
nowhere
say
near
hero.
that list. He's not even the best 5 on his team right now.
Kelly O's better.
Duncan Robinson at 5. I don't know who I'd have it for,
No,
but Duncan Robinson, 5th best player in the series.
he doesn't belong.
Matchup nightmare.
Yeah, for himself. He's a matchup nightmare for anyone who's fucking trying to go by him.
No, that's not what you meant.
Whatever.
Not bad there.
He's a matchup nightmare for himself, and it's a good matchup for people who he's guarding.
All right,
That's
all
how
right.
I'm gonna
I think we need to move
articulate
to NFL because it's deteriorating.
that. Yeah, and I hate the NBA right now. So
Okay, NFL. Where do you want to start?
Giants suck.
Strong start. Strong
NFC
start.
East is
Pass the
terrible.
mic.
I mean,
So Pete has claimed
Yeah,
there are 8
the
to 9
Giants-
winnable games. We're just
The
gonna
Giants
speak on
might
that
win
right
2
now.
games this year.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How
So
many
maybe.
games?
This is my hot
How
take.
many
This is my
games?
hot take. The New York Giants, the New York Football Giants, I should say, are a terrible team. I'm a huge Giants fan, but that being said, the NFC East is probably the weakest division we've ever seen in NFL history.
that's not.
And that being said, I think that the Giants still have 6 games to be played against the Washington football team, the Eagles. Bad things happened in Philly. And the Dallas Cowboys. So I think those are 6 winnable games right there. And then we have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
The
2 teams
Browns
from
are
Ohio.
3-1.
The Browns are really good.
Browns just dropped
like
50 on the
40
Cowboys.
points in like their past 3
On the
weeks. bro.
Cowboys,
And y'all
though.
haven't scored
On the
more.
I think the Cowboys and the
I
Eagles,
realize
I think,
this.
are better than you
but I think
think.
the Giants versus the Browns is going to be a close, winnable game.
Odell had more touchdowns this week than you guys have all year.
It's bad.
I told you guys Odell was nice. Don't sleep on him.
Jeez, man. Oh my
You guys don't have 3 touchdowns this
I mean,
whole
look,
year?
I say this I'm not even trying to be a dick.
They have
Just
3
100%
touchdowns?
unbiased, unfettered. Just this is what I'm thinking. The Giants are the worst team in the league. It's
And
that
you're
simple.
wrong because they're not
They're
even
the
the worst team in New
league.
York.
I'm
They're
not
not
even
even the
trying to
worst
be
team in New York. They're not even the worst team in New York. You can't say
The
that.
Giants are god awful.
It's close between them and the Jets. I'll say that.
The Jets are considerably worse.
We-
but
we-
the Giants are bad. I
I
will
don't know
admit
about
that.
considerably.
Sam
Jets playing the
Darnold.
toughest division in football right now. So.
Frank Gore's thinking about retiring as we speak right now.
Yeah,
That's
he's
how
like
bad the
80.
Jets are.
You're talking about Frank
That's how
Gore.
bad the Jets are.
Frank Gore's been considering retirement for the past 20 years.
He's close.
His son is in college right now.
This is the
Like,
last
damn.
straw for him. This is the last straw being on this Jets team.
I mean,
Le'Veon Bell's coming back next week though, so.
I mean, how many teams are 0-4? 3 or 4?
I'll look it up.
The Giants are one of them.
Jets,
so-
Falcons,
I know.
Giants.
Research computer.
Who else?
I mean, the Texans because they beat the terrible
Texans are much
Vikings. I mean, the
better.
Vikings
Yeah.
are essentially.
How are the Texans 0-4?
They had a bad start. Like their
going.
schedule was tough
Tough year.
early, but
Bill
then
O'Brien got the
they
boot.
dropped the win last year.
I think
last
those are
week,
so 4 teams, 0-4.
Bill O'Brien got the boot.
What are the 4 teams?
I mean, there are a lot of bad teams in that
Giants.
right now.
None worse
Texans, Falcons, and Jets.
Than the Giants. None worse than the Giants.
None worse than the Giants.
The Jets are.
Would you rather have
absolutely
Sam
worse.
Darnold or Dan Jones?
Danny Dimes. Don't ever put disrespect on Danny Dimes' name.
How many quarterbacks
Giants
how
Dan
many
Jones is
quarterbacks
awful.
are better than Danny Dimes in the NFL right now?
A lot.
Just put a number on it.
The Giants have scored 47 points all year.
Sam Darnold was.
Browns
one
just
of
put
them.
up 49 in week 4.
Dan Jones is awful.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
The Giants are a bad team, but the NFC East is terrible. Like we don't have to dwell on this. We can move on. But
Yeah, I don't have to beat a dead horse. The Giants are really bad.
They're awful. It's not worth spending that much
Yeah,
time
they're
on them.
terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I want to talk about necessarily a few bad teams, but with good quarterbacks. Joe Burrow 2-1 is now Joe Burrow 1-2-1.
I didn't like that. That's what
This
it
is
is.
bad. I was trying to throw Pete's
Move
shirt
on,
back
move
at
on
him.
quickly from that one.
All right.
Next one.
All right.
yeah, I'm not a Joe Burrow fan, so I like
All right.
that.
Well, I was just gonna say a lot. I think everyone's talking about Joe Burrow. No one's really talking about Justin Herbert. I
Sucks.
think he's been playing. I mean,
Keep throwing to Keenan
Wait,
Allen.
who sucks? Who sucks?
Justin Herbert.
Keep
Doesn't
throwing to
suck.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
That's
he
all
does
I
not
care
suck.
about.
311 yards against
How
the
does he
Chiefs.
suck?
Keenan Allen.
330 against the Panthers.
That's
290 against the
shooting
Bucks. Keenan Allen.
You know, Mike Evans,
That's my
Mike
hot
Evans.
take. Keenan Allen and
Mike
Mike
Evans.
Evans, top 2 receivers in the league.
Yes.
Because they're both on your fantasy team.
Big Mike. Big Mike.
Yeah.
Big Mike had a good week this week.
21 points.
Hungry boy, you gotta feed him.
25 points.
Gotta feed
Most
him.
touchdowns in the league with Tunyon from the Packers.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tunion's got
Tunyon's got 3
What
tonight.
is his
They
name?
both have
Tonyan or
5.
whatever?
Tunyon. Tunyon.
Tanya
But yeah,
Hart.
we're gonna stamp that out. Like Burrow. You can't get mad about the press coverage. Like the guy's balled at every level.
He's the number 1 pick.
He's balling right now, and so yeah, he's gonna get covered.
the number 1 pick.
He's
No,
a number
I-
one pick. He's a stud. Like,
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't trying to say he wasn't
Yeah,
good.
the
he's
greatest
he's really good.
college football year of all time.
of all time. Like
Ever.
you're gonna get covered
And he's
regardless.
the number 1 pick, and he's balling. He's got over 300 yards every game, man.
Already
He
better
won
than
a
Daniel
game from the
Jones.
Bengals.
It's not easy to do. He should have won 2.
Yeah, that
Oh, wait,
first
was
game.
that first game to tie or to win?
It was-
It's a tie.
With
Send it
Bullard.
overtime.
Send it overtime.
Yeah.
But they also tied the Eagles. too.
That's another hilarious story that we can talk about. The Bengals and the Eagles tied for the second time in their franchise's history against one another.
That was just.
I mean, that's
I mean,
pathetic.
Pete's coming out with some outrageous takes today about tying. No one wants to tie, but
The Eagles,
Well, it's
in my
better to
opinion,
tie
I think
than
the
to
Eagles got to
lose.
kick a field goal there.
Today-
Go for the win. Go for the win. There's 20 seconds left in the
you
fourth.
made
That
the
was
argument
bad.
that a tie is is worse than a loss, like on like a.
I mean, that's just like an
in a real
idiom in
level.
sports talk. But I think the
away from
the
it.
Eagles
Back away
should be kicking the field goal there.
Coward. Stand up and defend your
Like
takes.
you
with some
you punt the
conviction.
ball, the Bengals get it with what, like 18 seconds left. You put the ball in Joe Burrow's rookie hands. Like, is he really gonna march down the field 25, 30 yards and they're gonna hit a field goal? Like, it's
Could.
the Bengals at the
He
end of the
could.
day.
But
In my opinion, you got to kick the field goal if you're the Eagles there.
Well, how long was the field goal?
64 yards.
I think you throw a Hail Mary.
I mean, Jake Elliott's hit that against
Worst
the
thing is
Giants.
they
Like,
intercepted.
Oh yeah,
His
no,
rookie
clock,
year.
Yeah, no, that was kind of. I don't know.
that's a really long field goal. It's a really long field goal. If there's any time the clock.
Hey, it
I
paid
mean,
off.
They just need
Dude,
one.
like,
Eagles in
his-
sole possession of first place NFC East.
That's
one
right.
game,
Paid
one
off.
game above my Giants.
1.5 games.
1.5 games.
Because of the tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get technical here.
I don't know if
One
you guys
win
have
The
above.
tie is why they're number
You
one.
might not have 1.5 wins in you the whole year. I'm serious. That might be more than you can.
Someone please cut Jared's mic.
overcome.
I can't because it's also my mic.
That might be more than you guys can overcome. 1.5. It's just
All right,
funny.
all right.
It's funny.
All right. So what?
It's gonna be fun to watch week after.
Someone
week.
please cut
Just-
this man's mic.
Everything we talk about is just going to revert back to the
It's gonna be
Giants.
fun to watch week after week. I've never looked forward to hating on a team so much in my life because it's just so fun because they're so bad. It's amazing. Just brings me so much joy every week to watch them lose. Danny Dimes drives him down the field for the game-winning drive. Makes a great run. and
Please
what
cut this
happens?
man's mic. All right, what's the next?
All right,
What's the
all
next
All right,
subject?
sorry.
I was just gonna ask, like,
Sorry,
what was your
I'm
all's
sorry.
favorite game of Sunday or of the week? Was it the
Giants game.
the Ultra Bowl on Thursday?
You didn't even watch that, you capper.
It just put me in such a good mood when I got back.
All right.
I get back and Connor's like, yeah. You should have saw the Giants game, man. You really missed out.
All right, we actually have to
All right,
move
never
on.
mind.
We actually
Yeah, never mind. Okay, one thing I did want to talk about though is these advanced analytics they keep showing. I don't necessarily know if I think they're accurate or not. What
I
are you
saw at
guys?
one point the Giants had a 51% chance of winning the game.
Yeah.
Lie.
What are you
Next
guys?
gen Amazon Web Services StatCast.
Say what?
Yes, that next gen Amazon Web Services
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, I feel like I'm always seeing that someone has like a 1% chance of winning, and then they go on to win it. So
I mean, here's how bad they are, though. The Giants,
You better hope that's right.
the Giants are down 10-6. They kick a field goal to go down 10-9. And then the Rams have the ball, and the Giants are 51% chance to win the game. And then the Rams get a first down, and the Rams are 89% chance to win the game.
Yeah, they really
So-
are betting on that first down not happening. I think that's-
But yeah, those Amazon.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, I guess it's cool to throw something up there, gets
Yeah.
people talking
give it
about
a number.
it,
Give it
I
put a
guess.
number on
but it hasn't done well so
It gets
far.
the people going. I like it.
Aged poorly in a couple games, but that might have just been the Falcons' fault.
The
Something-
Falcons have a special way about them. They really do.
Yeah. Something else I don't like is what we were talking about yesterday, the going for two when you're down. What was it? The like three different teams did
Yeah,
all
8.
like the same two possession.
Yeah, you're down 14, score a touchdown to go down 8, and then you go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point.
I mean, you just have to have
Analytics.
a lot of trust in your offense to do that. Like, depends on who's doing that.
But like,
I mean,
what's
what I don't understand is like if the analytics show that, then it's probably just shows that you should go for 2 every time.
It does.
It does.
It sure does.
And if you're gonna take the analytics
Didn't-
into account right there,
Didn't
just go
the
for
Yeah.
Steelers try to do that
That's-
last year?
Yeah.
They tried to go for 2 like a
The
bunch.
Eagles did it.
the
this
Eagles,
week.
yeah, that won them the game pretty much. I mean,
didn't win the game, but
it pretty much. I mean, it prevented them from going into OT at the end of the day because they would have been able to settle for a field goal at the end of the game.
good points, Pete.
You have to have good offense to do it. Can't do it with bad offense. Like a team like the Giants could ever.
I mean, at the end of like,
See what you
what's
see.
the extra points now? Like what, a
Maybe that
30-yarder or something? So
Yeah.
a lot of guys are missing these chip
33
shots.
Bucker, Bucker's missing every single one.
Buckers.
No, he's making like the
Nightmare.
50-yard field goals, but missing the extra points.
Dude, even my guy Mason Crosby missed one today. You guys see how many points he got actually?
He had 6.
He had 6.
I
Good
think,
day, Mason.
I think with the next gen like win probability projections, they're just doing everybody a disservice by just like throwing up that number up there, because like obviously there's more to analytics than that, and like these teams don't even. I mean, they're looking at their win probability, but there's a lot more going on in those departments, and so it's like you're really just doing everybody a disservice by throwing it up there because everybody hates it. And when you're wrong, everybody's gonna say you're fucking wrong. And so it's like.
Yeah.
It's very
I
easy
agree.
to poke fun at it.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
just
and then
like
it turns
number.
into a whole thing. It's like, wow, the analytics, when it's not even like, it's way deeper than that. I feel like.
Yeah. People love to be mean to analytics people.
I mean, yeah,
They love it.
it's pretty stupid. I
It's
think.
pretty par for the course.
Yeah.
Oh, these analytics on the call.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean any
Jeff
analytic.
Van Gundy
Analytics
boys.
is just it's just a word. Like
Yeah. Nerds. It's nerd speak.
that's what they're trying to say.
Keep
yeah,
keep the nerds out of sports.
that's what they're trying to say.
They don't need them.
All right, I think last thing for the NFL is that we have to talk about this week is all the COVID outbreaks. I felt like we made it through the first 3 weeks without much of a hitch, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, Steelers, Titans, Cam Newton, what other? There was one other game that almost got rescheduled, didn't it, or no?
Saints had a positive test, but it was a
Right.
false positive, so that worked out.
So I'm just wondering, like, why is this only just now flaring up in week 4? Like, I just feel like if they're getting tested, like, every two...
What is that?
If you're getting tested, like, every, like, daily, pretty much,
Looks pissed.
and, like, you're only seeing each other, I don't understand, like, how all of a sudden there's just, like,
No,
a
I
dozen
think
tests.
I think everyone kind of figured that there were going to be some problems with it, but I think the NFL did a really good job of handling it. obviously they couldn't play the Titans game this week, but like all their protocols they have. I mean, Cam Newton practiced for like 3 days, and he was the only one on the Patriots who had it, and they were able to play the game tonight. So I think the NFL's actually done a really good job in handling it, but yeah, it obviously could get worse with how this virus has gone on in the past.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it does get worse, like, do
I
you
think-
see? Sorry.
I think Vegas at the club after week 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they relaxed
And
a little
people got
bit
chill
because there was
and,
no
like-
problems, and then
Yeah.
Cam was at the club, at the Grand,
By himself.
just in Boston, chilling.
Cam grinds though. I will say that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Cam's-
honestly
Cam's
surprised
beast.
there have been more positive tests. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess people are just being good about it. I don't know. Kind of surprising.
Yeah.
My question is like, at what point do you guys see like any situation where the NFL has to like suspend games for? Because I mean, you know, they reschedule Titans Steelers. What if like 4 Sunday teams all like get like 5 cases each? Like they can't
I mean,
reschedule
yeah.
all those games.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to take a little time out. Then
The NFL's the biggest league
they're gonna push
in
for
the
it no
country
matter what.
right now. There's no way that they would let like Major League Baseball or college football or the NBA go on while the NFL just sits back. So I mean, they have all these great protocols in place, but I don't think it would ever get to that point where
Even if they had to like play like the entire like practice squad, like the absolute worst case scenario.
I mean, I think like they just moved Titans Steelers back. I think that they would just try to make it work towards the end of the year.
I
don't-
personally don't even think that like they would let it get to the point where a
Yeah.
bunch of players on the team are testing positive. Like they're going to be covering that up. Like if like a whole team is coming down with COVID, I just don't think that they're going to let this thing stop their season.
They'll
but-
get creative with scheduling too. Like,
yeah.
I don't think it ever comes to a complete halt, but maybe. And if not, it'll come back soon after that. So
The whole country would have to shut down again for the NFL to stop playing, I think, especially with their fan base.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. I was just wondering about that. All right. Normally we go into an interview right here, but I was thinking we had a pretty fun weekend, and I kind of wanted to just debrief about that. So we all.
I was not here for that.
you still had a fun weekend.
Yeah, you can still tell us what.
I was with my girl, boot up at the crib. I had a great time.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
No further
Is,
I have
does
nothing else to
Fatima
say.
watch this podcast? Does she
Congrats
listen to
on the
this?
If she does, I was at the crib, boot up with my girl. Oh, they were at Joshua Tree.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. So the rest of us
Nice.
went to Joshua Tree National Park
Nice.
for 2 days. We spent the night there. What was everyone's, I guess, like favorite and least favorite part of the desert that we stayed in?
Least favorite part was either sleeping on rocks or or our flat tire, which was pretty annoying for the second day.
Those were both very.
Most favorite part was the palm trees, the big palm trees.
The 49 Palms
Yeah,
Oasis.
49 Palms Oasis. That was really cool. And just, rock climbing, just exploring out in the wild
Bouldering.
with the boys, putting those phones away, just enjoying our time,
Codes in the Osprey
You know what I'm
bag.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to provide some context, like Joshua Tree, I didn't really know what it was before coming out here, but what is it? It's just like national park,
Yeah, it's a California national park in the middle of the
a
desert.
lot of rocks.
Famous in the
National
Yucca Valley
park.
area. In the Yucca Valley area, and so they're known for their Joshua trees, which primarily grow there,
There's sheep too.
and their bighorn sheep that we
Did
didn't
you
get
guys
to
see any?
No.
We should have.
The U2 album,
That was my least
Joshua
favorite
Tree,
part.
the Joshua Tree.
I just want to say that now, so no one else takes it. That was my least favorite part. Not seeing the sheep.
Not seeing the sheep.
seen the sheep?
It was hot though out there. It was really hot. This one person had like a heat stroke on the mountain or something.
That was really bad. Yeah, we walked past.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to just like climb the rocks and
Drink
it was pretty
water.
good exercise.
Wouldn't happen to me.
It didn't. I mean, yeah, it probably wouldn't have.
It could happen to anyone, honestly.
It probably wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't think it would have happened.
No, it could happen to anyone.
There's literally a sign that said, "Do not die today."
It didn't happen to
It
me.
could happen to anyone. It literally said that
It
underneath
didn't
it.
happen to me, so I don't think it can happen.
It's never happened to me.
If I didn't bring water on it, it could have been me.
It might
It
be.
easily could have been Pete. but-
Cap.
Yeah, it could have been Pete.
hot.
My favorite part was scrambling with the boys too.
I've been told. I've been corrected. Apparently, it's called bouldering.
I saw
It's
scrambling.
called.
I saw scrambling. Just
I
scrambling.
think
up the
it's-
You
rocks.
gotta scramble on a big surf.
Bouldering is like more like
Yeah,
official rock
exactly,
climbing,
dude. I saw scrambling.
where
on
you're
there.
like climbing up like boulders and like doing like shorter like rock climbs. Where scrambling, I think, is
What we did.
what
This
we
was
did.
fun. I mean, there were some life or death moments here and there, but
Yeah, we
I
had
mean-
some scary moments. Pete,
Overall,
Pete and
it
I
was
had
fun.
to. We had
Yeah.
that on.
a lot of mountain lions, encounters with mountain lions, just fighting them.
You saw
Oh, the rattlesnake.
Yeah, I saw a little rattler, a little small one.
Tell us about
Pretty
that.
scary.
How
It was just mad scary. It was dark out. You know, I was taking a little nature hike late at night, and I took 2 steps out, and I saw a rattlesnake. At that point, I turned around. I was like, "That's a sign
I mean,
we were going no
yeah,
further."
that camping experience was probably the last time I go camping in a while. I mean, we slept on gravel, like on rocks. I was cold as hell. I didn't realize it got so cold at night.
You're
here.
soft.
There was a shock.
I'll-
There was
I'll
a
say it.
shotgun
I mean,
shell.
someone had to.
There was
God
a
damn.
there was a shotgun shell at our campsite,
Yeah.
and there were cars driving
Dude,
by
you're
that
just-
like
You're soft.
we were in the middle of nowhere. I
Still
thought I
a
was
fun
gonna get
time, though.
murdered.
Still a fun time.
It was fun though.
Dude, Pete, you know what? You gotta toughen up a little bit.
It was
alright?
fun, though.
Can't be a cozy Strathaven all
Yeah,
the time. Sometimes you gotta get a little
exactly.
gritty, alright?
It was fun though.
Gritty, not pretty.
It's embarrassing that you just said that.
I'm as gritty as he gets, kid.
You just said I'm never going camping again for a while because I had to sleep on a
I'm
hard
from
surface.
I'm from Delco. Shout out
Oh,
Delco. I know what
those
gritty
rock-
is.
But you're not even a Phillies fan. How can you?
Still from Delco.
Gritty.
Shout yourself.
No one is a Phillies fan.
So I meant Philly sports.
Some people are
Philly
Phillies
sports.
Yeah. There
Some
a
people
lot
are
of Phillies
Giants fans too.
That sucks.
Yeah.
San Francisco Giants or New York football? San Francisco or New York football?
Spice, what was your favorite part?
I like.
What was your favorite part?
I enjoyed the boulder. I enjoyed the scrambling as well, and our little campfire vibes were pretty fun. I pulled out the guitar.
Do you even remember it?
Yes.
It was a long time ago. So.
And yeah, my least favorite part was definitely the flat tire because that kind of killed our Saturday. A boss said when we rolled in, we were looking a lot worse for wear.
Yeah, for context, they walked in.
Context. Why do you keep using for context?
Don't ever say for context.
The people
For,
don't have the context.
for context, they walked in group. Well, in different. It was different people walked in at different times, and so the first person was Jared, and he was actually rather happy, but he went straight to the bathroom and said,
No, come on, no, come on,
and I quote,
come on, come on.
"I'm
Come
gonna,
on, what is this?
I'm going to
What
blow,
is
I'm gonna
this?
blow up the bathroom." And then he stopped and turned around and said, "And you know what, boss? I'm a man of my word." He proceeded to blow up the bathroom so bad that Ryan actually almost fell out.
That was a lot. I wasn't
True
gonna
story.
Go in
That is a true
desert. That was for a long time.
Pete
was
came
stored up for a
out.
long
Pete
time.
came in next.
And you know what? I'll have you know.
For context.
For context. For context.
For context, I had not gone to the bathroom and relieved myself in 2 days, and I'd been on the road for 8 hours that day. It was nothing. And I came back and I had to go. It was a dire situation, and I told everyone.
Epic
I
wings.
told you.
Epic wings before that.
Epic wings, yeah. We had 12 epic wings, and I got extra
Moving
hot.
on,
all
moving
right?
on,
I got
moving
extra
on.
hot.
We can't be
That's what
talking
was-
about this.
That's what was coming out. It was
Okay.
extra hot.
Why can't we talk about poop?
Yeah.
Poop got very nasty.
Everyone.
That's what you should be talking about.
Everyone poops.
The whole fucking podcast.
Everybody poops.
We talk about Odell.
You guys
in the
ever read
same
that
podcast.
book? Everybody poops.
Everybody does poop.
This is a children's book.
I don't think Kim Jong Un poops.
Some people don't poop.
Does Kim Jong Un not poop? Where is that? Is that a take?
Supposedly he doesn't have a butthole.
Is he still alive?
I've heard that,
He
Pete.
faked his death like twice, I think, or something like that. I don't know.
18 in golf.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
He's the greatest.
Greatest golfer ever.
Huge fan of Katy Perry too.
Yeah.
From the interview.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huge Katy Perry.
That was fun.
We are also huge Katy Perry
Shout out to
fans
the goat.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Katy Perry.
Yeah, she's got it going on.
She's pregnant.
I think she had her baby.
She had a baby.
I heard. I think.
Lucky child.
Good for them. Her in Orlando.
Oh yeah, Bloom.
Bloom got to her.
Good friend of mine, Bloom. Yeah, Orlando Bloom.
Shout out Bloom
Orlando.
Energy.
Orlando
Shout out
Blooms. Katie
You know a
Bloom.
thing or two about Bloom. Bloom and onion.
You gotta get out of
I
here.
gotta get out of here.
All right. Last,
Trying to hold it together here.
what the word just totally escaped me.
I don't know.
Topic. Segment, thank you.
Segment.
Topic.
Or topic, yeah. You're like Con. What were two of those things you were just trying to say before the podcast? Like craziest sports names and
Oh yeah.
pick one of those. Pick one of those.
What was the other one?
I don't remember.
Versarians.
Mine.
Versarians. Yeah, we'll go
Versy.
just rapid fire around everyone's favorite name in sports right now.
Favorite name in sports right now?
We're also gonna look it up. But Pete, if you want to start.
Danny Dimes, but shout out to Chuck Sweat. I think that's an all-time great name.
Yeah, Chuck Sweat is all time name.
Chuck Sweat's a great name. For context, that's one of the sophomores on our team.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
The British
Yeah, DeBrickashaw is a classic.
Shout out UVA. DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
I would say I have a personal favorite. I have a personal favorite. It's DeBrickashaw Ferguson with the UVA.
Dewana Bonner.
My friend named his
The
hamster
water
DeBrickashaw.
That is,
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so
His
surprising
dog?
to me.
His hamster was named DeBrickashaw.
His hamster. My friend had a hamster named Huncho once. Saved
All right,
my hamster.
Abbas, who's yours?
My all-time favorite
R.I.P.
is Quincy Pondexter. I just think that's a great name. It's an all-time name.
Incognito.
He could really
Stubby
move too.
class.
You can laugh. I might have to take that one.
Spice.
My favorite right now, I actually picked him on my fantasy team because he had the
Coco.
best name that I saw at the time. Is LaVisca Chenault Jr. Just a
LaViscus?
wild name. LaVisca.
Labisca.
He's on the Jags. He's actually been like averaging double digits. I might put him in my flex spot next week.
Jared, who you got? Jared
Leviticus.
Goff.
I'm a simple man. I'm gonna go Nick Chubb. Just a good solid name right there.
Half Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. That was a good name.
Right.
Right?
DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Again.
I thought that was already said. Dick
No.
Trickle.
That's not real.
I'll go with Ha Ha Clinton Dix, one of the all-time names.
That's an all-time
Safety
name.
from Alabama.
I changed
Austin
mine.
Hooper's
Changed your
kind
mind
of
to
a tough name.
Popeye Jones.
Your last name is Hooper.
I'm surprised you didn't say Tyler Hero. You're on that man enough.
God.
I said Danny
God
Dimes.
damn, you're hungry.
Popeye Jones, another good nickname.
What's our next topic?
How Tim Tebow became a national sensation.
Let's talk about it.
Want to talk about Tim Tebow?
No one Tebow's
No,
anymore.
I hate Tim Tebow.
Why do you hate Tim Tebow?
Not actually. I'm kind of tired. I don't
Okay.
really want to talk about it.
So it's Pete's bedtime.
It's
so
9 o'clock here, and Pete wants to go to bed.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep that in. Can't go camping because it hurts his. You know, he can't sleep on. He needs to sleep on his nice warm bed, and then wants to go to bed at 9 p.m. It's kind of the person that Pete is. So just so everyone's aware.
Got to get good
It's
sleep,
not a
folks out
responsibility
there.
taker.
Not a responsibility taker, and
Like Cooper Cup.
Can't be going to bed at 2 a.m. when you're a
definitely
grown
not the
man.
coach's son.
Discipline equals freedom.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rod.
What was the other thing you said today about Edelman?
All right, Spice,
Brutal.
do the
Hall of
closing.
Famer.
All right.
What did I say?
They said something.
Let's
He's
close.
intelligent.
Close.
Yeah.
Integrity.
It's Pete's bedtime. It's Pete's bedtime.
Integrity, integrity, upkeeper, accountability expert. You're not an accountability expert.
He's not accountable.
You're soft. Let's end this thing.
Jared.
Okay. It's Pete's bedtime. Good night. Thank you for watching the Next Play podcast.